Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know I look a little different today because we are going to be doing a foundation review. So I have been currently testing this product out for about a week now just because I really wanted to have my opinion set. And sometimes I feel like if you just try it on once, you know, it's just not, you're not gonna have like a full view of it. So I have been wearing consistently for 1 week the new Maybelline, this is the Maybelline Superstay foundation. Now this is a new launch of this foundation. This foundation's been around for a while, but it recently got redone, and yeah, so I'm pretty excited to kind of share this with you guys, just because I have been wearing it and I have lots to say about it, and kind of give you guys some background on the foundation and what it says on the Ulta website. So basically the claims of this foundation is it's oil-free, it doesn't clog pores, dermatologist approved, full coverage with a seamless finish, it evens out, camouflages and enhances, minimizes appearance of flaws and imperfections, and glides onto skin for a smooth, breathable wear. Now this does claim to be full coverage, and it's supposed to last up to 24 hours of wear. I've not worn it for that long, but I have worn it well over 12 hours. The price point on this one is $11.99 US, and there's 16 colors. And on the Ulta website, there's 70 reviews and it's got 4.5 stars. So there are some pros and cons with this foundation. Number one, obviously, the color range is very, very small. I got to looking at it, and a lot of the shades are for lighter skin. There's not that many dark shades and the undertones and stuff, so it's not, I feel like they need to come out with some more colors, because I mean that doesn't fit everybody. So they need to be like the Maybelline Fit Me, where there's a bajillion colors. So I feel like Maybelline needs to get on that and make some more shades, because it is not okay. But as far as the other tones, I'm not impressed with that. So that's all I'm gonna say about that part. Price point I think is good for this foundation. Drugstore foundations to me are honestly starting to get more expensive. You get 1 fluid ounce. You do get a glass bottle with a plastic top, and of course this one's dirty, but this is my bottle, which this gets dirty really easy. It does come with a pump, which I do appreciate, but yeah. So the color that I'm gonna be demonstrating for you guys today is the 130 Buff Beige, and I figured I would apply it and then kind of give you guys my thoughts on what I honestly think of this product. So I've been wearing this with my NYX #NoFilter blurring primer, so I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm also going to do half of my face with a beauty sponge and the other half with a brush, just to show you the difference with one or the other. So I will just go ahead and apply this primer. I did have a hard time matching my shade. I got 2 shades right next to each other just because I couldn't really tell based on Ulta's website which shade I actually needed. So I got 2 shades, and honestly neither one of them really do match me 100%. This product does oxidize a little bit, so that's another thing. So let's just go ahead and get that all blended out. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can really see me applying this foundation. Okay, so now that I've got you zoomed in, we're gonna go ahead and break this bad boy out. The color I'm gonna be applying today is 130 Buff Beige. It is a little yellow on my skin, as you can see, but I feel like after I get everything else on, it's not that bad. So that's kind of what I've been doing recently. So this is 1 pump. A little bit goes a long ways. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this side with the beauty blender, and I can show you guys. I do have some redness on my face, but I wanted to show you guys the coverage. Now, aside from the obvious color, the coverage of this foundation is pretty impressive to me. So this is what one half looks like with just one layer of this foundation. Like I said, it does end up kind of matching once I put everything else on, but this is what it looks like. So that's what my face normally looks like with all the redness. It does hide all of that, and it does kind of hide out like whatever's under your eyes. So the coverage is there on the foundation. It's just the color range that I'm not really a fan of. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this to the other side now. And I'm gonna be taking my Real Techniques buffer brush. Yeah, this is the Expert Face Brush. And I'm just going to start getting this on there. Now, if you guys would like to see more reviews on foundations, I'm considering, or I'm thinking about doing a foundation like every week or something, like a new foundation for us to review and kind of see if we like it. So I'm kind of thinking of doing a review of some kind of product once a week. So in my opinion, the coverage is way better with the sponge. As you can see, this side just looks better, and it does dry down matte, but I have not had any problems putting my highlighter and cream contour and all that stuff on top of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna take my Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in Fair Neutral, which is a little bit too light, but that's okay. I don't really use a lot of this since it's so light. I got the wrong shade, but we're gonna make it work. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this in. I don't have any problems at all blending the Shape Tape in. I have tried it with other concealers just to make sure, because Shape Tape does usually work well with others, but I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't just that Shape Tape's the bomb and other concealers are not going to work with this product. So I have used a few separate ones. I've used the LA Girl concealer, and then I've also used one by, I believe it's CoverGirl. No, the Instant Age Rewind one, whichever one that is. I think that's Maybelline or CoverGirl, one of them. So it does do a really good job when stuff's put on top of it. So that is definitely a plus in my opinion, because sometimes you cannot, like the foundation's so mattifying that you can't put anything on top of it. Okay, so now on to contouring. I'm gonna go ahead and do some cream contouring today, and then I'm gonna take the Tarte's Pro Glow palette. Mine's dirty, of course, and I'm gonna take this shade right here, and I'm gonna take this on a little brush and just kind of start carving out my cheeks a little bit, just to show you guys that you can apply products on top of this foundation. So now that I've got my face all carved out and ready to go, I'm gonna take my Beauty Blender again, and I'm just gonna start blending this in. I will say the finish of this foundation is super nice, especially if you have oily skin like I do. I have combination oily, but 9 times out of 10 it's just oily. So certain foundations just don't work for me, and this one keeps my oil at bay all day long, which I totally appreciate, just because, you know, I hate touching up during the day, and yeah. So this one just does a really good job of like kind of toning all of that out. So as you can see, the contour, the cream contour went on like a dream. No problems there. I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and this is in 05 Fair Clear. I heard Nikki Tutorials talk about this, and she uses this to set under her eyes. And Nikki, as per usual, was not lying. This stuff is super good. So I'm just gonna set under my eyes with it. I wish they would come out with just a translucent. This one does have a little bit of pigment to it, but it's super, super good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and bronze up my cheeks, go over that cream contour, and I'm taking the NYX Matte Bronzer in Dark Tan, and I'm just gonna go right on top. So now I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I'm gonna come back and give you guys my final thoughts. Okay, so now that I've got my entire face done, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my final thoughts on this foundation right here. So I would say that it's probably one of my absolute favorite drugstore foundations because the coverage is there. It is matte. Like it's matte. Like it dries down to such a nice finish. As you can see, it does end up kind of matching me once I get everything else on. Like I said, the color range part I still have a problem with just because there's not a lot of colors, and then it's kind of hard to find your color. So that's because, like I said, there's so many that have the same, like they're almost identical, and they're not, I mean, they're like literally like the next one in line, but they're totally opposites. So yeah, I really do like this foundation a lot. I feel like the price point on it is spot on, just because it's so good. You don't need a lot of it. Like I said, if you've got oily skin, oily combination skin like I do, this is like your dream, because drugstore foundations to me, I have a hard time with, just because I always get oily and I don't like that feeling at all. So I really do like this foundation. Like I said, I just feel like Maybelline needs to get their crap together and get some more shades. Like I said, I feel like this foundation would be good for everybody if they just got some more shades. So that is my final opinion on this foundation. I say it's a thumbs up from me. There are a few things that Maybelline needs to do. Like I said, get some more shades. But other than that, the formula is 10,000 times better than the original. And like I said, the price point on it is pretty good in my opinion. So I think that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Please leave any questions or comments below. If you have any products you would like me to review or test out or anything like that, just leave them below and I will get to those, and I'll see you guys next time.